Hello friends and fellow flute enthusiasts. Today is a very exciting day. And the exciting part about today is I just got a box full of 9 flutes. There are 9 flutes in here. Now, these flutes will be rehomed. These are not for my personal collection, but these are for other folks to take and make amazing music with. My buddy Rick Svitzer of Rain Spirit Flutes has sent me these to take with me on my travels to find flute players who will take them and love them and make beautiful music with them. I wish that I could keep them, but as you see, I have many flutes and already. But there's also one really special flute in here that Rick is donating to Sweetgrass Flute and Nature Festival. It's a nonprofit organization. We have a flute school and festival every year since 2015. And so definitely check that out. Flute School's full for 2019, but we are already working on programming for 2020 and 2021. So one of these flutes will be raffled. So I am so eager to dive into this box. So this will be an unboxing of 9 flutes from Rain Spirit Flute. Okay, so I'm really anxious about this one. This will be the Raffle Flute. So this is the Raffle Flute. We will have all this bubble wrap. You know, I give bubble wrap to the kids and they love to just stomp on it. I kind of like to do it too, so it's all good. Alright, looks like we've got it. Let's see what we have here. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this flute. Nice grain in it. It's in the key of G sharp minor. Let's see, it is made from figured sapelli, beautiful wood. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but this grain just kind of dances in the light. It's so beautiful. So the block and the mouthpiece are tamarind with some turquoise inlay between the mouthpiece and the flute body. So I'm excited. Let's see what this flute sounds like. Really responsive, clear, crisp. Love that sound. G sharp is a favorite key of mine, actually. I've done quite a bit of recording with it. And wow, that's really, really nice. Good job, Rick. So this is going to be raffled. So I'll put up some information on the Sweetgrass website, sweetgrassfest.com, for information on this particular flute. Excited to have this. What we got here? So this is the key of E minor, made from butternut and koa mouthpiece and block. Rick makes really nice flutes. He hasn't been making flutes for very long, but he's really making incredible flutes. This is a really nice flute, really clean. That's a nice sounding flute. Moving on. A for bird wrapped separate. Uh-oh, we've got to do some assembly. You know, tying on the bird for a lot of people is kind of a challenge. This is one of the things that I do in beginning workshops, especially so flute students understand the importance of removing the bird, especially if you have been playing a long time and it starts to wet out. It's really good practice to remove that, let it dry out. You don't have to keep it off, but it is a really good idea to make sure that you're getting the moisture, as much moisture as possible, out of there. So there's the tag for it. It's made from butternut with walnut accents, and this looks like the bird here. So I'm just going to cut this guy open. And from here, oh, we have a nice bird. Look at this. This is a nice design. I like this one that Rick does. So it literally looks like a bird, and it's not just called a bird. People ask me that. What's that thing on top called? Called a block, totem, fetish, bird. Called a lot of things, but they all do the same thing. So when I tie back on a block, this is good for those of you that are struggling with this a little bit. So I just put the flute under my arm and try to hold this area, this part of the flute, flat and parallel to the ground. So then you see I kind of pre-wrapped the bird here. So I just created this loop in it right here. So that way I can just slide that loop over, and then I take my right hand and hold the bird on. Left hand cinches down, and then I just do one through. So I don't tie this in a knot. Don't tie this in a knot, because then it becomes problematic. It'll get tight to the leather and not the flute. So those of you that see me perform, I hold my flutes here and I just cinch down and snug up this area, so, or that leather, so that way the bird is tight to the flute. So this is in the key of A, butternut. It has walnut accents. Let's hear what this guy sounds like. Very nice and responsive sound. I'm so excited. There's more flutes. There's more! There's always another flute. Always just one more. Is that how it goes? Just one more. So this is in the key of F sharp minor. This is Sapelli with tamarind block and fuchsite inlay. This looks nice. Another really nice flute, and it looks like Rick's flutes range. That one's got a custom or a more detailed block on it, but I want to say around 200 to 300 is where he has some that are of course a little lower than that, but it's a really great flute for the price. I have a couple of his flutes I've already done some flute reviews on, and I've used a few of his flutes in recordings as well. And I've got all those on YouTube. Here we go. So this is a little key of C. I have a C flute of his right back on my rack here. This is the key of C. It's made out of poplar with mahogany block and mouthpiece and amethyst stone inlay. He's really getting a variety of stone inlays. Commonly we see either wood rings or burn bands, stone inlay, but typically we only see like turquoise. That's pretty popular and common for flutes. This other stuff, fuchsite, amethyst, this is nice. So a key of C, this one goes for about 160. chipper. Not a lot of back pressure, a good amount, but still not bogging down on some of those breath techniques and tongue techniques. Sometimes with a flute that has a lot of back pressure, we compromise how the breath techniques and tonguing techniques, like it just blocks some of that efficiency in the airflow. So those kinds of techniques become a little less responsive. So just something to keep in mind. This has a nice contrast to it. What is this guy? Aspen. This is a nice wood. Aspen's very light in color. Also has figured sapelli, that raffle flute that I showed you earlier. That's the block is made of. And then the inlay is tiger's eye. Wow, crushed tiger's eye. Looks great. F sharp minor. Beautiful. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're over halfway there. We have just 3 more in this box. So, yeah, Rick is located in Wilmington, North Carolina. Like I said, he hasn't been making flutes but a few years. I know he's worked a little bit with John Norris and you know, like many flute makers, he's chasing a sound. He's chasing a voicing in his flutes. And he's really come a long way. Wow, this is beautiful. This has to be walnut. Yeah, walnut with figured sapelli block and abalone inlay. This is in the key of F sharp minor. This one has a really soft, warm voice to it. I really like that one. So what I'm playing is just improv, kind of what I feel like playing. People ask me, you know, what do you do when you try out a flute? So, you know, as you're looking to buy a flute, whether you're at a festival or a convention, or somewhere like that, and you're, you know, trying out flutes, you have the opportunity to try out flutes. So one of the things I do is immediately, sorry, I don't want to talk over the bubble wrap, probably a little disturbing. So immediately something that I do is I am, you know, looking for tuning. So I go up and down the scale a little bit. As soon as I hit a note into the flute or breathe a note into the flute, I can tell a lot about back pressure, what it can handle, and some of the things that it's capable of doing. And so then from there, I go into some of the cross fingerings just to make sure, like to my ear, that they're in check, that they're in tune with the flute. And then if I'm really serious about it, I'll bring out a tuner just to make sure. Because, and knowing our environment too, like the flutes can change pitch a little bit based on if it's hot, cold, humid, if it's watering out more, that kind of thing. So here we have another flute. It's butternut in the key of A with a walnut block and mouthpiece and turquoise inlay. friends, we are down to the very last one. Let's see what we have. This feels like a smaller one. Maybe another C? I don't know, maybe it's a D. We shall see. Ah, I was wrong. It's in the key of B, as in boy. So this is also made from Aspen, a very light wood. It has a koa block on it and looks like, yep, turquoise rings inlaid here. So here we go. This is in the key of B minor. Awesome! So there you have it, friends. There are 9 flutes from this very box that we have gone through. So thanks for tuning in. I've always wanted to do an unboxing video and thought, you know, with as many flutes that are in there, yeah, it'll be a lengthy video, but we'll fast forward through some of that stuff and get to the good stuff. And just appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and tune in next time. This is kind of a bonus video. I don't do a lot of these, but I do a lot of flute reviews, flute tips, flute tutorials, cover songs, and original songs to showcase how versatile the Native American flute is. So if you're looking to become a more emotive flute player, or you just love the sounds of the Native American flute, be sure to click that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so you're notified every time a video drops. Appreciate it very much. Hope you have a wonderful day. Stay tuned.